Welcome everybody to another episode of Flipping Tables. Today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Dimension by Thames and Kosmos. This is a beautiful 3D ball stacking puzzle game.
Yeah.
Great tactile game because of all the pieces. You got great plastic, like good solid plastic marble type things here that go on. You're kind of a neatly designed board.
Yeah.
And the object of this game is literally to stack these spheres or these balls in this center spot of the board in a certain way that's going to gain you points.
Right.
Okay? There is a time limit. It comes with a timer,
fast.
And it goes fast.
Fast.
I feel like it's maybe a minute.
Well, 30 seconds.
It's more than 30 seconds. I feel like
45
it's
seconds.
maybe a minute. Put that off to the side for a minute. The basic rules of the game is you take this deck of cards, and they're just small. It's just a small deck of cards that have these rules on it for that particular round. And we'll go through what some of these mean. So we have, you put out 6 of them, and that is going to be the rules for this particular round. And you can discuss them. It is a versus game, but you can discuss what they mean. So in this particular card, we have orange is greater than black, meaning that in your stack you must have more orange balls than you do black.
Right.
Okay. This particular card means you must have only one white sphere. This means that it has an X over the white and the orange, means you cannot, whites cannot touch oranges. In this particular case, you must have a blue beside an orange. They must
be touching, at least one.
This particular one, the number 4, on a sphere that's half orange, half blue, that means that the total number of orange and blue spheres must equal 4. Not more than 4, not less. You must equal 4. It could be 3 blues and 1 orange, could be 2 of each, that sort of thing. But you cannot have more than that many oranges or blue. And finally, we have one that means, this particular one means that blue cannot be on top of any other color.
Right, and this is a 3-dimensional game. You're building up to a potential of 3 stacks, 3 high.
You are that's right. You are stacking these spheres. So once the timer starts, you would then go, okay, I need more oranges than black, so I'm going to throw an orange, 2 oranges and a black on there. White cannot touch orange, so I must have 1 white. I'm going to throw that over here. I need 2 more blues. And blues must touch orange, so now I have 4.
Oh, no.
And blues cannot be on top, so now I can kind of fill up with any other color. There's no rules for green, so I'm going to throw a bunch of greens in here. And I don't have... blue can be on top, so I can't put that there. 1 white. I could do the blue down here and put the white on top. And then finally, I'm going to throw the orange on top, and I'm done my stack.
Oh, and I'm stopping here.
Okay, and the timer's not quite done yet. It is almost done, so I'm going to say that was, maybe a minute.
Maybe a minute.
So I'm done. Now, we score points. We each started with 9 points. I get 11 points. I know that there's 11 here total, so I would grab 11 more points for that.
So 1 for each ball that you've managed to place.
1 for each sphere you've managed to place. Tycko, you have 9?
9.
So you take 9 points. Right. Now we go through the rules. Do I have more orange than black? I do. There's a black in the middle down below. So yes, I passed that one. Tycko, did you pass that one?
I do. I've only got 1 black in there, so I have more.
And 2 orange. Okay, good. I have only 1 white.
Yes, me as well.
All right, perfect. Are whites touching? Oh crap! I have a white touching an orange. Because I failed this one, I lose 2 points. And how about you, Tycko?
I'm good.
You're okay. Now we have blue must touch orange. Yes, I have blue touching orange.
And I also do.
Blue touching orange.
Yep.
Only 4. Again, I threw extras on, so I failed that because I've actually got 6. I lose another 2 points because I failed this particular one. Tycko, how did you do?
I managed to get exactly 4.
Beautiful. And then no blues on top. I have no blues on top. I'm okay there. And
I'm also good.
now, Tycko passed all of these. He successfully got all of them. I lost points because I failed some. But Tycko, you used every color.
I did.
You used every color, and you managed to complete the entire stack, which means you would then get a bonus point.
Correct.
Right? There's little tokens.
Bonus token.
A bonus token, which we forgot to take out of the box. My apologies. But there is a bonus token that looks like this. It's got each color in it, right? And so Tycko would get one of those bonus tokens, and that would be used at the end of the game to give him bonus points. And we would basically, at the end of 6 rounds,
right,
you would add up the number of tokens you have left, and whoever has the most points wins.
Right. Yeah.
Very simple concept. We dove right into this game immediately, like really fast, and understood it completely right off the bat. It was very easy to learn.
A couple of times, a few of the cards will have contradicted each other, so we just decided, and when they contradict each other, you're not going to be able to get everything. Right. So you have to decide, okay, where am I willing to lose points on? Right. So you try to lose as few points as possible, because you're losing 2 for every one of those.
We had a scenario where we had something like this. We had 1 white, right? So we must get 1 white, but then we had one where whites must be greater than green, and green must be greater than orange. They contradict each other because, sure, you can have 1 white, and then if you put no greens on, okay, white is greater than green, sure, that one passes, but green is not greater than orange because 0 can't be greater than 0, so we had to decide which of these particular rules are we willing to take a hit on.
Right. And in this particular case, I stopped early before completing my full pyramid in order to try to satisfy more of those.
Right.
And that's one of the things that you can do. Is like, I don't want to lose points.
Right.
So I'm going to not completely fail it. So I lost out on 2 potential points that I could have had if I had stacked this all the way to the top.
But you still ended up with more points than
I ended up with more
end.
Points because there was less negative.
And a bonus point.
And a bonus point.
That is Dimension. That is by Thames and Kosmos. Great, really fun game for the whole family. I mean, it's just so much fun to play this game. It's the tactile feel of taking these physical marbles and placing them in this stack. There's just something satisfying about this.
It's fun, and it's
a puzzle at the same time.
It's a fun puzzle, but it's a very quick game. That timer does go down fast, and I think that adds a lot to the enjoyment because it is sort of a frantic placement of these. I mean, the number of times we're like, okay, I got everything, and then you want to get that last one, you toss something up top, and you realize, oh,
that messed up something, like me, like what I did here. I messed up
3 of the cards, so now I'm losing 6 points in order to get that extra 1 on top. So it's a really fun game, and really, really fun to think about how it goes together in that way.
It's really well built as well. I know, Tycko, you wanted to mention that this game, because of the way the boards are and the way the marbles or the balls have to sit in these grooves, they actually provided these neat little rubber feet that you put on the bottom that raises it up by a couple of millimeters off the table.
It lets the ball sit in there really nicely.
Yeah, there's an extra groove in here, so they sit in there and they're not touching the table as you play. So the quality is really well done. Nice thick board. The reference card is a nice thick cardboard as well. These are quality plastic balls.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Loved it. Highly recommend this. You need to check this out. It's a fun game. Again, it is Dimension by Thames and Kosmos.